We hope you enjoyed the Blue Spotlight with Van Halen. It's Eddie's birthday. I think he's 39 or so. His nose is 45, but he's a nice guy, and he's doing pretty well. Next week is going to be Gowan. How are you?
Pretty good.
Good. Okay. Stories in just a second. We're Kelowna. We got to talk to the Grapes.
You got to pick up that car, though.
Yeah.
Pick up that car right there.
You like that car?
I think it's just a statement. That's all.
Okay.
Says a lot.
Let me see. Well, coming up, we have part 2 of our in-depth interview with Bruce Allen, called Return of the Bruce 2. We also have Heart. This is the new video in which Ann Wilson is squeezed by a process known as squeezing, where he's actually squeezed the picture in. Yeah, that's right. Didn't work. The Bangles, He's a Shade of Winter from... No, from the soundtrack.
Lesson Zero.
Lesson Zero, Rick Rubin produced. He produced the track, but in fact, they went back and remixed it again, much to his chagrin. Still got some pretty good goof to it. Go West, We Close Our Eyes, great video. And we're going to start you off with a double shot of Robbie Robertson from his latest album, which is wonderful.
Self-titled.
Wonderful, self-titled and wonderful. Okay, so here we are, back in Kelowna. Not quite your hometown anymore.
Nope. No. It's not home. Yeah, it's where we're from.
Yeah.
It was
I
guess the spawning grounds, you
Yeah.
could say.
Okay.
Sort of the hatchery.
And we said, okay, if we're going to talk to Grapes in Kelowna, we have to go back to some of the places that had a huge effect on your upbringing. This is Kelowna Secondary, where I believe you were beaten up every other day for about...
We were tortured and persecuted.
This is where we learned what it's like to be popular.
Yeah, we were like the hit of the school, basically.
Oh, yeah.
But there must have been thugs and people who didn't like the fact that you were playing music.
So damn popular.
Yeah, they're so damn popular.
Oh, well.
Were you social outcast, really, when it comes down to it?
Well, yeah, it sounds like you're being, I mean, like when we say that, we're like, you know...
Goofs or something.
Yeah, but
we're not
we
goofs.
weren't the most popular guys in school, we'll say that.
I always say I just did my time and then
Yeah.
that was it.
Yeah. Was the principal, was he a geek or goof, or was he a nice guy? Or
All the
I
teachers
guess-
were great.
Yeah.
Yeah?
I mean,
They're all great.
I guess he did his job.
Teachers usually are really great. These ones
Yeah.
are
Oh, yeah.
no
These
exception.
ones were better.
Okay, you didn't play sports.
No.
Well,
Actually,
we
to do with sports, I didn't even graduate due to the fact that I dropped out of PE 2 weeks before, and you had to have PE to graduate. So,
What?
So there's a statement. Yeah.
Why did you
so
drop
he's
out of
going
PE?
back right
I
now.
wanted
As a
to see-
statement?
Yeah, as a statement, like, would they actually not let me graduate just because of PE? And yes, they didn't.
I mean, if you went back and did like 2 weeks of PE, you could have your diploma.
That's my
and-
PE
That's
teacher
why we're
right
here.
there. There you go.
Oh, really? Well, that's
Seriously,
great.
what a coincidence.
It was his PE teacher, just walking now across the, well, you can tell. He looks like a PE teacher. So, you had a great light night.
Well, the
last
other
night
thing
that-
is, the other thing is, too, like, me and Chris got A's in PE. I just thought I'd bring that
Yeah,
up, too.
we both got A's. So, I don't know.
We got A's for attitude, I think.
Okay, we will find out more about your story after we, where's the next location? Have you decided?
We were thinking of going to this townhouse that we used to rehearse in the basement of, and where there was a big riot at after
Oh,
a
fine.
Streetheart concert.
Okay, good. So we'll do that. Here, but first, here's a double shot of Robbie Robertson from much west. Kelowna, Grapes. You know, everything, all that, the whole sordid tale.
That was too amazing.
Just when you're talking about him, he gets
That's the guy who maybe not graduated.
Right.
You read the papers going, it's all like slurred somehow, the words.
Just before we get to rock news with Kim Clark Champness, we have rock news of our own, sort of a flashback. 1390 what? What is it, 1390?
Bernard Avenue.
Bernard Avenue, which is like the main street, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, gather around here. Tell me about this. When did this fateful event happen at this particular house? This is a rock news item from a couple of years back.
This is rock
80?
history.
1980, yeah.
80.
Yeah.
What happened on this
Well-
plan right here?
We used to rehearse in the basement here in a group called Kill Pigs, and our lead singer, you know, he liked to tip the glass now and again. So he had a big Jello party one week, and there was like about 150 bikers here drinking this sort of potent Jello mix. You know, so okay, all was fine and good. However, the next week,
There's a
After
Streetheart
a Streetheart
concert.
concert,
Ooh.
which is, something like that's a big deal in Kelowna when a
Yeah.
big,
Okay.
Arena,
big band
big show.
comes to town.
All right.
yeah,
These kids just got a little too rowdy, and I guess they heard about this party here last week, so they thought, well, we'll have a party here this week. And no one was home, so they just broke in and...
So there's about
300
300 kids in here.
wired to the eyeballs, mad insane.
So you basically left your mark on this town.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
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 Well, we made the front page
Yeah,
anyway,
well,
the
see,
newspaper.
see, I think
Yeah.
what the point
Made
is,
made
is
McLean's.
the big Kelowna riot last 2 years. It was pretty big, but this was pretty big too, and this
Yeah.
didn't.
Yeah.
This didn't
Didn't
get the press, you know.
Yeah. Did this get into your lyrics? I mean, did it become a song or anything?
No, actually, it didn't. That's a
No,
really...
however, somebody did recommend that we write a song
Yeah,
about it, but
yeah. Never did.
And who was the unannounced lead singer at the time?
oh, Chuck.
Chuck.
Chucko.
Chuck,
No,
Chuck
no, no.
Unpleasant.
Chuck Unpleasant. That was
Yeah.
his punk name.
Okay, fine. So there you have it. That's the rock news from 1980 here in Kelowna. Now let's go to Toronto, 1988. Here's Kim Clark Chapnis, a punk of his own right.
Don't sneak.